Sn symmetric group of permutations. Okay, Sn has order n factorial, right? For n it has n factorial. We will be more focusing on like whether to check like it's abelian or cyclic. Okay, we will take the cases for that. First one is like for n equals to 1, then 2, and then 3, and then we will be having a final result for Sn. Okay, so first I am having n equals to 1. N equals to 1 will give us G equals to S1. Okay, symmetric group of order 1. S1 has only one element, that is identity, right? And we know that identity inverse is identity only. Okay, so here we have only one element and whose inverse is itself. Okay, so every element is has self inverse, right? So this is the property of abelian group. So this implies S1 is abelian. Okay, now we will go for cyclic. We have order of G equals to n factorial and n is 1, that gives us 1 factorial, that is equals to 1. Okay, so for cyclic we need to check order of an element equals to order of a group, right? And here we are having element as identity and order of identity is 1 only, right? So that is equals to group order. So here order of element equals to order of group. This implies S1 is cyclic. S1 is both abelian as well as cyclic. Okay, next we are having for n equals to 2. N equals to 2, G equals to S2. S2 has what? Two elements, identity and 1, 2. Okay. Identity inverse is identity. Yes. 1, 2 inverse is, we know that in permutation case, 1, 2, when there is a 2 cycle, 1, 2 inverse will be 2, 1. 2, 1 and 2, 1 is equals to 1, 2 again in permutation, right? This implies that 1, 2 inverse is 1, 2. That is self-inverse. Okay. So there are only two elements which are self-inverse and this implies S2 is abelian. Okay. For cyclic, order of group is 2 factorial, that is equals to 2. So we need to check whether it has an element of order 2 or not. Okay. So clearly 1, 2 has order 2 because it's self-inverse. Right. So order of an element equals to order of group. This implies S2 is cyclic. Okay. Next we are having n equals to 3. Okay, n equals to 3, G equals to S3. S3 has elements identity 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 3, 2. Total elements are 6. 3 factorial, right? Now to check whether it is abelian or not, we need to check. We can check it through definition like we have taken two elements A and B and AB is not equals to B, then we can say it is not abelian. Or we can use the concept like if every element has self-inverse then it is abelian. Okay, so here I am using the first concept that I have considered two elements 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 2. I have multiplied both of them. One side I am having 1, 3, 2. Second side I am having 1, 2, 3 that are not equal. This implies that this group is non-abelian. Okay, or from second concept we can also say like it is non-abelian. How? See here elements order are 1, 3 and 2, right? But for self-inverse every element must have element order 2, but here element order is 3, so we can't say it's abelian, right? It's non-abelian. Secondly, for cyclic we are having group order as 6. Okay, so we need to check whether is there any element of order 6 or not. Okay, so clearly in S3 elements order are 1, 3 and 2. There is no element of order 6. That implies it is non-cyclic. Okay, and we can just make it this from the concept like since S3 is non-abelian and every non-abelian group is non-cyclic. Okay, so non-abelian implies non-cyclic. Okay, so we got the result for Sn, that is general result for that states that for n greater than equals to 3, Sn is non-cyclic and non-abelian. Okay, for n equals to 1 it is both abelian and cyclic. For n equals to 2 it's both abelian and cyclic, but for n equals to 3 and greater than 3 it will be always non-cyclic and non-abelian. Okay,